Well, a new law in Florida is requiring high school athletes to get an EKG before being allowed to play. The Second Chance Act was introduced after a high school football player collapsed and died during a game last fall due to an undiagnosed heart condition. Interventional cardiologist Dr. Basman joins us now. Sir, thank you for being here. So what do you think about this, requiring EKGs for high school athletes before they even take the field?
Well, it's great to be back and especially be talking about such a promising topic, right? So sudden cardiac arrest is the #1 cause of death in young athletes. Typically, what we're seeing is that there's something congenitally wrong with the heart, something electrically or structurally off that has never been diagnosed before. Now, an EKG is a simple screening tool, painless test, very easy, quick, non-invasive, that can potentially detect some of these sudden cardiac arrest etiologies and save children's lives.
Yeah, so let's sort of dive into what the Second Chance Act would actually include. So it would require EKG screenings for these students via physical exam before taking the field. And school districts will offer these low-cost screenings. And then the Florida High School Athletic Association will establish policies for abnormal EKG results. So you're talking to us about the prevalence of this. Talk to us now about the cost. Because when I see something like this, I'm like, yes, this sounds amazing. Right. And my heart breaks for that family of Chance who endured that tragedy. But how do we get this on board to cover the cost?
Right. So sudden cardiac arrest, though the #1 cause of death in young athletes, is still a rare event. Right? We're talking about numbers like 1 in 50,000. However, apply that to the large population of young competitive athletes. Think about how many millions of kids are partaking in high school sports, and that becomes a significant number. Now, the cost of an EKG alone is not an expensive test, right? We're talking about something like $50. But at the same, I mean, we're spending more on our children's equipment for the high schools than the actual test. But at the same time, apply that to the large population, and that's going to be a significant cost. The hope is that, well, as our country and our nation has kind of focused more now on primary prevention, right? Squashing events before they happen, perhaps some of these funds can be redistributed in this direction.
Yeah, and so should parents outside of Florida be looking at this and garner support for something like this in their hometowns and home states?
Well, I think it's really, it's a really great initiative in Florida. We have not mandated, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American College of Cardiology has not mandated EKG testing. Now, the issue is that there is a lot of cardiac abnormalities that go undetected. You can put a stethoscope on a child, you won't hear it. Usually symptoms, some of these are the type of things where your first symptom is your last symptom. And we've never had great data on it because it's such a rare event. But clearly, the inconveniences of extra testing and potentially false positives, does that outweigh the benefits of screening your child for a potentially lethal etiology?
From where I sit, no. I mean, I would resoundingly support this. To even save one life means that it's worth it. Do we have that, by the way, going into the pro level? Like, is there this kind of holistic diagnostic exams available to the pro level?
Yeah, well, mostly, the reasons why the professionals are screened so well is probably because there's, contracts and on the line and such. So, we've seen, obviously, some high-profile athletes have sudden cardiac arrest. But typically, what happens is it's when they're younger and they start these competitive sports, they have a nidus for sudden cardiac arrest, which is these congenital heart issues that oftentimes don't have symptoms. And then what happens is when you precipitate with stress, with competitive athletics, all of a sudden these predispositions come, and that's where the cardiac arrest happens. So in the professionals, we see that they're screened better, but high school, college, not as much.
Well, it sounds like we need to protect our children. Dr. Craig Basman, thank you so much for joining us today. More Fox and Friends ahead.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.